What is good, everybody? It is your boy Pat the Designer, back at it again. Unfortunately, not on the best of terms. Kobe Bryant passes away, and we're going to talk about it right after this.
On one, on two, on three.
Stop it! Did not do him like that! Mercy! Did you not get the memo?
So, no lie, normally y'all know how I come on here. This ain't about likes. This ain't about subscribers. This ain't about none of that. A great life was taken away. Got my boy P Kid in here to speak with us today. The reason we didn't do this a little bit earlier, we were actually in the middle of a interview for the 100 Airs podcast, and so we didn't get a chance to go live. But I hate to say so much, but that's honestly how it feels to know that Kobe Bryant and his middle daughter, correct?
I think it's his oldest.
Was his
Gigi?
oldest daughter?
Yeah.
Were killed in a helicopter crash heading to Calabasas. I know how Kobe was with me, man, but I'll get your thoughts on it because you are the Kobe fan to death. And poor choice of words, Pat. You stupid.
Wow.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm sorry, y'all. You love Kobe. You love Kobe to the fullest degree. So what are your just the quick thoughts on your mind right now?
You know, I really don't have any words for it. Like, it didn't seem real for a minute, especially riding over here, because like we totally, like you mentioned, totally prepared for something totally different. Yeah. Right. And then like you get those tweets or those text messages, and someone says, "Oh, Kobe died." I'm like, okay. Then I look it up, and it's like not a notable news reporting. So I'm like, okay, it's one of those fake death things, right? Bro. So I thought that for like a good 15 minutes.
Yes, bro.
So I'm just continued about my day for like, I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, that's not. If Woj doesn't say it, if NBC doesn't say it, I'm not going to. Because, I mean, we've had that happen before with celebrities and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, some fake news is going on, whatever. But then, like, everyone starts hitting me up. And it's like, oh, okay, this is real. That takes a whole different. And
it don't feel like it,
don't feel like it at all.
It doesn't feel like it.
The reaction to that is to laugh because it's like, yeah, no, that didn't just.
I just keep thinking, bro, like, he finna tweet out like I'm not dead. Y'all stop tripping, I'm not dead. But it's so far into it. It's so crazy to me. Like, I thought about, like, I don't get like this for people I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't the person who was really upset by the passing of a lot of famous people. I think maybe Michael Jackson hit me a little bit because it was just somebody I listened to consistently, and I was like, this music is something that I love, and I'm not gonna have it no more.
Defines moments of your childhood.
That's what it is. Yeah. That's what it is, and that's why it hurts so much. Yeah. I don't want to put it out there like I was a Kobe fan. I wasn't a Kobe detractor, but I don't want to put it out there like I was a Kobe fan. Like I wasn't watching Kobe every night, watching Kobe, staying up late to see him. Like, I would watch Kobe when I was able to catch Kobe because Kobe was great. Or I watch him play versus the Bulls. And for me, it was, as soon as he passed, I was like, yo. It wasn't even basketball for me. It was more, this man was doing so much stuff off the court. Yeah. He had the book. He had the school he had. He was teaching young children how to play. The impact he had on so many young lives. Yeah.
The emphasis of hard work.
Oh my God!
Because he wasn't the most gifted. He didn't jump out the gym. He wasn't the fastest person on the court. But he worked that hard on his craft that he's up there. As one of the greatest to have ever played. So to me, that was always the story. Like, I don't have to be the fastest. I don't have to be the smartest. I just have to work harder. And no one epitomizes that in the game of basketball than Kobe. And the respect that he has amongst his contemporaries kind of shows that.
No cap, when you hear Black Mamba, you don't even think of the snake. I'm not even going to stunt with you. And I love animals. When I hear Black Mamba, I don't think of the snake.
I always think some kids know it's a real snake.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, man, I seen a Black Mamba the other day. Man, you seen Kobe? Like, it's that kind of impact. He redefined, like you said, that hard work. Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
We literally talk about players today who are playing right now who never played against Kobe Bryant, and we look at them like, man, he working with that Mamba mentality.
Right.
Jason Tatum, he got that Mamba mentality. He out here, he trying to be a killer. When somebody hit a dagger, Mamba mentality. That's
something.
It's unreal to me. It's so unreal to me. And we're not here for the negative. We're here for the positive. So leave your favorite Kobe moment in the comments, please.
I think what gets me most is that his daughter was with him.
Yeah, the loss of that life that could have been so much. And would have been so much, I believe.
You didn't see Kobe a lot initially when he retired and stuff like that. So, you now get all this press run. He's doing different podcasts and stuff like that, kind of coming out of that shell. So you get to see a different side of the person and connect with that person a little differently. And I was enjoying to see, how much time he spent with his daughters. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. But to see how much his family meant to him, but to see that his daughter's with him, I can't even. As a father myself, I can't. That's tough.
Taking a look at some of the comments real quick. Sebi Podcast. What up, Sebi? Heartbroken, lost for words. World of Sports Network. This is beyond shocking. Joe Gates, tragic. His poor wife and other kids. Timmy Bowe. Doesn't matter who you are. Kobe touched all of our lives. Thoughts are with the family affected by this tragedy. I think that's really what it is. You didn't have to. Kobe had an impact to where that I don't think LeBron has. And I don't want to turn this into a Kobe-LeBron debate.
You got to explain that one. Talk to me.
Kobe had an impact that I feel like no matter who you are, you have a favorite Kobe moment. At least for me. I don't have a favorite LeBron moment because it was usually against the Bulls. A lot of his big – think about it. A lot of his big moments that we've seen is Bulls or Golden State. Even Golden State, I don't have a favorite LeBron moment. It's just me. I'm not a LeBron fan.
Okay.
I wasn't a Kobe fan either, though. And I have favorite Kobe moments.
What's your favorite Kobe moment?
My favorite Kobe moment is definitely him getting back at Tyronn Lue. Or not Tyronn Lue. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What am I doing? I'm tweaking. Him getting back at Matt Barnes. My fault. Light skin. Because Matt Barnes is jawing at him whole game, right? I think Matt was with the Clippers. I believe so. Matt Barnes jawing at him whole game. He's sitting there. He doing the pump fake in the face.
Yeah.
And Kobe not paying him no attention and just dropping him off play after play in every bucket. Matt Barnes was getting more and more irritated. I was like, that right there is the pinnacle of I know you're not on my radar.
You know, it's funny. Kobe recently did his podcast. His
oh yeah, they got mad love for each other now.
So to hear them talk about that was something.
And to hear Matt talk about it, because Matt was like, you know what made me mad? That you didn't pay me no attention.
He didn't flinch.
You didn't move. He stood there and was just like, whatever.
Who does that, man?
And it's the loss of Kobe and I see in the comments we got some people arguing. Listen, this ain't a Jordan Kobe. This ain't a LeBron Kobe. I don't want y'all to be on that in here. This is positivity today. You know what?
My favorite moment was 62 3/4.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah. 62 3/4. I honestly think that was his best game ever. Even better.
No cap, the 81-point game was not a great shooting night for Kobe.
He was over 50% from 2 and 3.
Really?
Yes. Is absolutely.
I gotta double check that. Yeah, okay. I take it back. I retract my latest statement.
But I think the 62 3/4 was good because he outscored the entire Dallas Mavericks team.
Yeah.
And by the third quarter, he had outscored the Dallas Mavericks team. And it was just like, and he sat out the entire fourth.
Yeah.
And he was over 50% from 2 and 3 in that game too.
Kobe was
he gets a lot of flack for taking up a lot of shots, but people forget that when he was on, that dude was on.
But you know what? To me, is he gets the flack. He gets the he wasn't a passing teammate. He wasn't he was selfish. He didn't he didn't look to his team to help him. It was like, no, he looked to his team to work as hard as he did. That's what you hear a lot of them players talk about what got them championships. It wasn't just Kobe Bryant alone, but it was that he worked so hard, you were trying to keep up with him.
Yeah.
And it pushed everybody to be better. Pushed everybody to be great. And it's just, it's such a tough subject to speak on. And like I said, we're here to remember the great moments from Kobe. In the comments, let me know your favorite Kobe moment. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what moments that you loved from Kobe Bryant. You know what's crazy? One of the moments I loved from Kobe Bryant was when he was going up against the Celtics. And it's not even so much the fact that it was how do I want to say this? It's not so much the fact that Kobe played how he played. He had a good series, you know. He really was trying to get the one he lost, I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. He was really trying to take on the load and really be the shining star that team needed. But it was the fact that even though he lost, Kobe gave us Lakers versus Celtics again. In a year that a lot of people were like, yeah, the Lakers might make it. Like, everybody was like, Boston in the East, Boston in the East, Boston in the East. It was like, man, Lakers got some competition. They're not going to get there. I had never in my life experienced Boston Lakers. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get the Magic Bird year. I didn't get the Magic Bird years.
I thought Denver was going to give him a lot of trouble that year.
Everybody did.
Give him a lot of trouble.
Denver gave him some smoke.
I think.
That series with Melo?
Oh, they went at it.
Oh, my God.
That was my favorite. That's
one of my favorite series
of all time, though.
I can't put that.
He and Melo went at it.
They did.
And they let them play.
They did.
I just remember them letting them play and really battle at it. And Kobe sticking them.
Yeah.
Because we don't get a lot of that now where the best player sticks to other guys' best player.
Yeah.
Often.
It really was that.
And Kobe really did that. So, I mean, they didn't stick each other the whole game, but in the fourth quarter, they stuck each other.
It was Melo versus Kobe. And that's what you wanted. And I feel like Kobe knew the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, the story of this game is going to be Melo versus Kobe. And I'm going to make sure that that's the end story. The story of this game, in the All-Star game, when he was in there with LeBron, he was like, the story of this is going to be Kobe versus LeBron, and I'm going to make sure it's hey, he's sitting there trying to win the MVP. It's an All-Star game. Is Kobe the last person to try in an All-Star game? To care to the point that I'm going to be MVP. Like, nobody's going to get this over me.
Russell Wilson tried. I mean, not
Westbrook.
Westbrook tried it.
Think so?
But I think like
another player though, Mamba mentality.
Yeah, that dude goes full tilt every time.
And that's what it is, man.
That's a lost thing, man. That's
what it is. If you're just joining us, I'm pretty sure you've heard the news by now, but Kobe Bryant and his oldest daughter. Did you double check that? Oldest daughter, right?
Yeah.
Have passed away in a helicopter crash, and I think this one shakes the world. I really do. A lot of people may look at this as it's a basketball player. It's not as big as we think, blah, blah, blah. You don't think about the fact that Kobe was sitting there rooting for Italy in soccer because he was raised in Italy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think about the fact that Kobe's over in Japan talking Japanese. This is a world guy. This is... I would say Michael Jordan's probably the most known name. Kobe's got to be number 2.
Kobe's actually still top. What did they say? Top 5 in jerseys sold?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. And guess what? And it's going up. It's gonna go up now.
Yeah, definitely.
It's gonna go up now.
I think the only thing I wish now is I would love to see the comments for those who made a career out of bashing his accomplishments. It was a lot of people who took the stance of diminishing some of his accomplishments, while the actual pro athletes, who used their platform to kind of shine some light on it, was really trying to give him his flowers while he was alive.
Right.
Like, I want to see what they say, because there's some people who say he wasn't efficient, this, that, and the other. Then, James Harden goes on this incredible run, and then they start bashing, well, he's better than Kobe, this, that, and the other. It's like, really? Like you couldn't just celebrate that person's accomplishment and just leave that alone. But,
yeah,
I would love to see what they say now.
I think today's day and age is too analytical. I think back then it was our best chance to win this game is if Kobe Bryant goes on a run. And Kobe Bryant would go on a run. And they didn't care what the numbers said at the end of the game because if the numbers were
we won.
Kobe, right? You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant, he scored 40, but he shot it 14 for 32. We won. Kobe Bryant wins. That's what a lot of people in today don't understand. They look at the player and they say, "Oh, he had this, he had that, he had this, he had that." He won. And there's only 5 guys who've won better than him.
Star players. That was star players.
I'd say I still put Ori in there. I ain't saying he's a star, but I'm saying just more rings. I'm just saying more rings. There's only.
Doesn't that mean Steve Kerr has more rings than him?
I don't think so.
Steve Kerr.
Kerr had 3. Oh, are we counting coaching too?
No, as a player.
I think Kerr had 3. He had 3 with the Bulls, 2 with the Spurs.
Okay.
So tied with him. But even so, I'm saying there's not a long list of people who.
Yeah, he has 5 rings.
Yeah, there's not a long list of people who have won more games or won more championships.
No, absolutely not.
Than Kobe Bryant, and like you said, being the face of it. Every move you make, you're getting judged. And I'm not going to act like I haven't sat on this podcast and I've said things against Kobe, but I've never come at him as a player.
Oh, he has some flaws. I mean, listen, I'm a huge Kobe fan. He's in my top 5. I do consider him a GOAT in his own right.
Yes.
I probably would say not the greatest player I've ever played, but like definitely up there. Definitely in my top 5.
As a shooting guard, behind Michael or ahead of him?
Behind Michael, but I mean, honestly, I think someone else had mentioned this. If Michael had never existed,
Kobe would have never existed. Well, yeah.
Kobe would be the GOAT for us as a 2 guard. I mean, first 2 guard drafted out of high school.
Yeah.
Wrote the pine and still made All-Star game.
Yep.
So I mean, he battled a lot.
Yep. And
still ends up top 10 in a lot of people's lists, top 5 on a lot of people's lists. He's top 2 for KD. KD has mentioned Kobe and Michael as the 2 greatest have ever played.
I
That's
can't
saying a lot.
I can't say anything against them, especially saying a lot coming from somebody who's probably going to finish top 10 as one of the greatest to ever play. You know what I mean? Like
he could stop playing today. KD could stop playing today, and he'd be considered one of the greatest.
Yes, absolutely. And it's such a.
And to see that Kobe commands his respect. Shaq was considered the top 50 greatest players of all time 2 years into his career.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years into his career.
When they did that, yeah, when they did it.
On Orlando.
Yeah.
He was considered the top 50 great. That's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Right? Kobe's on his top 5.
I can't take it away. No, the only reason I don't put Kobe in my top 10 is because I think there's a lot of guys that did it before them. Who would get that before me? I put Wilt in there. I put Bill Russell in there. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of guys who people don't look at because, in all honesty, we just didn't see them. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't see, or if you did see them, you saw them on tape delay. Like you weren't seeing it right at that. But we got to see Kobe live and in action. This is the one thing I've always credited Kobe with, because I was so young when Michael won his championship. I remember '98. Because I just remember Michael. I remember the Bulls winning, and my family was knocking we had drop ceiling. They were jumping up and down because the ceiling was like this high. Right. So they was knocking it out of the ceiling. It was people sitting outside. We had a window in there. They said, so I say all that to say, I didn't get to see Jordan. I saw one that I remember.
You felt the legacy around.
Yes.
You felt the
yes.
effect of what he did
yes.
around you. I remember that. I remember sitting there at like 96, 97, just knowing that the Bulls was going to win and playing in my room as a kid.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But I also remember in 98, Kobe battling Michael Jordan.
Hard.
I remember Kobe and Mike in the All-Star game.
But I give Kobe credit for allowing me to see MJ.
Oh, that's deep.
I've always said that Kobe allowed me to see Michael Jordan without seeing Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Like he took everything. And like you go back and watch it, you're like, well, that's the same game. That's the same game. Oh, he had a game winner just like Mike got that too. I was allowed to see Michael Jordan twice. You know what I'm saying? Like that for me, that meant so much for me because mugs were like, there was so much MJ and Kobe hate. I was like, bro, you gotta enjoy this. Like, I'm not a Kobe fan. I would have loved to see him come to Chicago. I wish the deal had got done. Look, I wish the deal had got done. It would have been great, but it didn't. But I got to see Michael Jordan twice. And say what you want. He ain't the greatest. He ain't blah, blah, blah. I ain't saying he's Michael Jordan. But I am saying I got to see somebody who emulated his game to the most perfect degree of it. That I feel like I got to see Michael.
I think that gets blown out of the whole, he took Mike's game. Like, when you are in any field, who do you try to emulate or whose game do you learn? Like, right now you're entering this space, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure you've looked at 1,001 people who built a following. Facts. And did that. And you try to say, what did they do? How do I do it? 100%. Stuff like that, right? 100%. So we have a living example, of someone who did that. They took the best person's game and said, okay, let me find out why this works. Let me see what I can do to try to create this for myself. And then he actually evolved it because his footwork was better. His footwork was better.
I'll agree with that.
The whole reverse pivot and stuff like that.
I'll agree with that.
Now, that's Kobe's twist to it. Right?
I'll agree with that.
But Mike will tell you he did the same thing. He took all the legends before him, put it together in his game. The Big O, all that stuff. That's where that fadeaway came from. Yeah. Because the Big O was averaging 30 and he was getting triple teamed. So guess what? I'm going to fade away.
I'm going to fade away. Yeah.
So Mike did it and Kobe did it, and now we say, he's just a copycat. No, I mean, like, he took the best person's game. It was working. Let me see how I can make this for myself. I don't believe we've ever seen another player do that. Since then, we see players try. I think players take things from other players. Of course, we saw guys. I think Jason Tatum took a lot of Kobe's moves, and he's using them in game now. Kawhi Leonard. You look at his control and stuff like that, because he did work out with Kobe. If you look at his control and
his build is so different.
Oh no, he's built. His stature is way different.
It's so different. That's what I'm saying. I think
his game and his stuff like that. Oh yeah, I saw it. I was like, yeesh.
I think he took the killer. I think he took that killer. Like, if you could take Kobe's killer instinct and be like, here, I'm gonna give this to you. I think Kawhi is the one person that took that killer instinct. Dude, strong. But I think Kobe sat down. And I don't even. This is my view on it, and tell me if I'm wrong. I think no matter what the player was, Kobe just went with a player that had his build. I think if Kobe was LeBron size, he would have looked at somebody who was LeBron size, 6'8", heavier. Of course, nobody had been built like that before, but you know what I'm saying, like somebody like that, and been like, how did he do it? How did he build his game? 6'6". You know what I'm saying, like. Michael and Kobe had that same kind of build. They had that same kind of style, and Kobe was like, all right. And this listen to old interviews of Kobe, which I'm going to be listening to for the rest of the month pretty much, and into February.
The fact that he knew what he was going to do, he mapped it out.
He was so mad that he had to copy Michael. He was so mad because he was like, Michael took so many championships away that I wanted my team to win. And he was just like, but he was so good at what he did. I had no choice. I was like, I'm built like him. I play kind of like him. I got to copy that.
I forgot which interview or something I heard, and I thought this was crazy, when they talked about why Kobe decided to come straight out of high school.
I haven't heard that one.
They said it because it was rumored that he knew Mike was planning on retiring and he wanted to play him before he retired.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I promise you that was something. I forgot which podcast or which. It's either All the Smoke with Matt Barnes or. God, I listened to him all the time. Not Knuckleheads. I think it was Knuckleheads.
Knuckleheads? Which one is that? Which one is
that? Quentin Richardson and.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
It's one of those two I heard it on when they were talking about it.
Right.
Because the top 5 thing always comes up. Or something like that. So it's on one of those I heard. I was like, oh man, I didn't know that. That was a very Kobe thing to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I didn't know that before. Yeah. It says, so at that age to say, yeah, I want to go because I want to play him.
Yeah. I think ridiculous. You're right. You're right. That is one of those things where it's like, it tells you his mentality at a young age. Yeah. And he carried that, I think, through his whole career. The best story. So recently, I don't remember who tweeted it. I think I shared I copied the tweet. Let me see if I got it in my phone, just so I can give credit to the person that tweeted it. But it was a report that said Kobe Bryant, basically that he read the officials' rule book.
Yeah.
So he read the rules that they had to follow.
So he knew where they were on the court.
So he knew where they were supposed to be on the court and relative to the ball.
Yeah.
And he was like, if they was out of position, I got away with travels. I got away with holds. I got away with double dribbles. I got away because they couldn't see it. That's the kind of mentality that Mamba mentality is, bro.
That's ridiculous.
Like that, to think to that degree, I'm not gonna study the players. I'm gonna study the officials. And he studied it to the point where he was like, oh, this official is usually out of position here, so I know I'm gonna get away with this all game this game. And he would. And that to me is just that it really defines who he was on the court. It's just crazy. It's just crazy that somebody so
my condolences to the rest of the family though.
Yeah.
Because I know Vanessa is just tore up.
Distraught.
They just had another child not too long ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
She might be 2. When did Philly win the championship?
Sorry?
When did Philly the Eagles, when did they win the Super Bowl? Couple years? I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I forgot.
I was married, so 3 years ago?
I forgot.
I'm just saying the child's probably 2 or 3.
Oh, I got you.
Child's probably 2 or 3.
I was like, what are we talking about?
No. I'm saying the child's probably 2 or 3 because I remember him holding the baby in the arms when they won. He was like, we just won a championship. I can't believe this.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, continue your point. I'm sorry if I threw you off there.
No. You're good.
All right.
No, I'm sorry. I was looking for because now I got to confirm. I was like, yeah, that was like.
Yeah. I just remember that video. It was so dope to me because I was like,
as I follow the family online, I was like, I thought she.
Vanessa put it up, right?
I thought she was just pregnant.
Oh, did they just have another one? See, I didn't know that.
I thought she was pregnant like last year.
See, I didn't know that.
Hey, listen, condolences to the
condolences,
family,
100%, 100%.
Man, that's something. That's something. So here's an interesting thing. So you said that was your one Kobe moment, right? The fact that you got you to see Mike Tyson,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Now that we have this, because everyone seems to always big up someone's legacy afterwards, what do you think they'll place him? Because eventually, once all the shock dies down, the talk is going to start back again. Where does he fall?
I don't think so. You know why? Because.
And it's sad that it happens, but it happens.
I don't think it will, and I'll tell you why. I think some people will for the shock value. I think certain people will that need that name. Who's old boy from FS1 that always hates on Kobe?
I know what you're talking about.
I can't stand him. Is it Nick?
Is it Max?
No, it's not Max. It's not Max.
Wright.
Nick Wright. I can't stand him because he's like Jordan wasn't this, Kobe wasn't this. It's LeBron. I can't stand him. So.
Yeah,
I think guys like him.
Horrible.
I think guys like. I fully agree with you. And you know, like.
I don't even care.
It ain't a burning bridges thing. Like I ain't got no bridges to burn. I don't like him. I don't like. And it's not a personal thing. I just don't like how he talks sports. I don't think he's good at his job. I think he's good at numbers. That's what it is, really. I think he's good at numbers. So he looks at numbers.
A lot of players will tell you those numbers.
Yeah, he looks at numbers and he's like, well, this is the spreadsheet that it happens, and this is why it happens. Yeah. I don't believe in that. What was my point of that?
It just went in on Nick.
I didn't. You threw me
out. But for real though, Nick has made a career out of bashing
Kobe.
That have the last name James.
That was right. So this was my point for that. I think guys like that will. I think they'll be like, I'm sorry that he's gone. Let's have this conversation, and they'll still down him. But we put, in my opinion, and coming from the 100 Years podcast, I say this. We put Tupac in a space that I don't know if he's in because of where he died. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Tupac's a great rapper. I think Tupac was a great storyteller. I don't think Tupac's a top 5 rapper all time to ever get on a mic. And I think a lot of people put him there. So I think for that reason, same with Kobe Bryant, to have lost Kobe, we've seen his body of work. We've seen what he's done. We've seen how great he was. I think people are going to say he was top 5 for the fact that he passed away. And that's going to be it. And I think
people were already saying that, though. I mean, you had split camps on it, but people were already saying that, though. Like, he was in my top 5.
Yeah.
And he's in a lot of professional players' top 5.
But I think
like,
mugs aren't going to switch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
think
think mugs are going to switch back and be like, no, he's not top 5. Or he's not top 10.
Yeah.
You know, there was, like you said, there was a lot of people on that. There was a lot of people saying Kobe Bryant isn't a top 10 shooting guard. Or not shooting guard, top 10 player in the NBA all time. And then they start going back to dudes that were like, you know, great players in their time, but it's like, he played without a three-point line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different game.
How can the second greatest shooting guard to have ever played not be top 10? Because you have to, here's this.
Top 10. Oh, top 10. Top 10, I'm with you. Top 10, I'm with you.
Top 10 includes 4 centers.
Agreed.
So how is it that...
Mine does.
How is it that the second greatest shooting guard of all time does not make top 10? To me, that's just ridiculous. He didn't have to be in your top 5, but not top 10? That's tough. That's real tough.
I can't put him outside top 10. Now, I do think that I think we're at a point where we have to start splitting generations apart. I think the 80s and 90s, I think the 80s, and I've said this on a very old video when LeBron called himself the greatest player of all time.
For the 2010s, he is. For the 2010s, he defines this decade.
And agree.
2010 to 2020.
Agree. And that's what I'm saying. And you can't take away anything from what LeBron has done. But I think that the game is nowhere near the same as it was.
From 2000 to 2010.
From 2000 to 2010, I think from you can lump the 90s and 80s together, I think.
Nope.
I don't think the game's that different 90s, 80s.
I honestly think that when we look, just my perspective, the game took a total turn once LeBron went to Miami. It was 2010.
Yes.
I think at that point we go into the era of super teams or dynasties or whatever you want to call it, right? I'm not trying to say that to diminish it, but it's like if everyone's doing it, then whatever, because Boston technically did it first. So we get past that, right? So for that point, if you look at it, LeBron kind of defines that decade.
Yeah.
But for the people who just for some odd reason forgot, Kobe definitely ran 2000.
Well, let's be honest though.
He definitely ran.
To say on the tip of Kobe, to say that LeBron started the super teams. Let's not forget that Karl Malone also decided to make that trip to the Lakers.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
but you want to know what I have to say about that? Karl Malone didn't go to the Lakers when he was in his prime. Gary Payton didn't go to the Lakers when he was in his prime.
True.
LeBron went to why are we talking about that now? But no, just in the spirit of it all, they teamed up in their primes, or entering their primes.
True.
They changed the entire landscape of the conference by doing so.
I give you that.
You took the best player off one team and the best team in the East to team up with the next best talented player.
Yeah.
In Dwayne Wade, and then you take Bosh, who they weren't doing much. But he was dead.
Bosh was a dog.
You felt
Bosh was a
going
dog,
on. So,
bro.
At this point, it's like you can't really sit there and like totally say, oh no, that this those three dudes.
I just think I wouldn't say that they were the first super team. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what? Honestly,
the Bulls traded for Jordan. I mean, the Bulls traded for Rodman. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a pretty super team. Rodman was top 100 player all time. Pippen top 100. Like, there's been
drafted,
there. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying a super team. Like you said, it hadn't been created. Like, I feel like that had been created. I'll give you that.
For a long time, I knocked it, but after a while, it's like, okay, whatever, it happened.
Whatever, right?
You know what I'm saying? But he's still like, you can't take away them coming back 3-1.
And look. Let's not put no smoke on it. Like, we wasn't sitting there like, they lost to Dirk. Like everybody was laughing. You know, like.
How does that tie back? So Dirk has a lot of respect for Kobe, so we're gonna make sure we make that connection right there. Just want to throw that out there. I don't know.
Oh no, facts.
But I remember seeing an interview where Dirk talked about that year. He talked about Kobe calling him, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not leaving."
Yeah.
He's like,
oh yeah, to come there. Yeah.
So I always respected that, but Dirk had a heck of a season.
Dirk went off.
But going back to the original topic though, like seriously, like who can you say epitomized? At least you could say from 2002 to 2010, that was Kobe's time.
2002 to 2010.
Because in 2003 he went off. 2004 they was getting put out of the first round, but guess what? They didn't make it in 2004, but you knew who the best player in the world was. Shout out to Steven Jackson for saying that again. Yeah. 2005, 2006, again, first round exits. But who was the best player in the world at that time? Kobe Bryant. You can't even say it wasn't.
I would say Kobe Bryant was the best player individually in the world at that time. Like I don't think anybody could check him. That's what I look at. Like best player in the world to me is like y'all going 1-on-1. Nobody in the world can check you. You can't find me a soul. Coach, you better go find Jesus to check Kobe right now. Like no cap. You know what I'm saying? Like you better run the triple. What you mean a double? Hey look, we seen him run the triple on Kobe, and Kobe was like, "Oh, I got this one." Fade. Thought I was passing. Fade.
People forget how trash that Lakers team was without Kobe though.
Bro.
I mean, they had Smush Parker as a starting point guard. Was it Smush Parker?
Ooh, Smush Parker had a little game though. Hold on, let's not fully disrespect Smush out. Smush Parker had some game.
Oh, listen, he probably would have smoked us on the court, but I mean, I don't see myself going to play for the Lakers right now.
Yeah, I feel you.
So, what year was that?
Was Smush Parker?
I'm sorry, that was a trash roster though, and he got them to the.
Is that the one with Shannon Brown?
Jump out the Jim Brown.
I mean, that's. He back here.
Huh?
He back here.
Is he?
You know him with the proviso.
I didn't know.
And his brother in the league now.
I know his brother is. I thought he went to Atlanta.
Did he move to Atlanta? I thought he was back here.
I thought he was married to, what's her name? They ain't married to him? Never mind.
No. They not. That's a whole different topic. We got confirmation from the sidelines on that one.
Shout out to the plug.
Let's look through these comments while you look through that. Let's see. I know. Mr. Cool Armando, yo, long live Kobe. What's good, Armando? How you feeling? Let's see. What else we got? We got some comments from it looked like Italian to me. I'm not sure. But he's distraught. Man. Timmy Bowe, no flinch for sure, bro. That was one of the craziest games. He just kept dominating them. Max Thunderman, not arguing, just debating. Kobe was an incredible player, no doubt, but I don't believe any number should be retired league wide. So that I'll give some context to that. In the comments, they were talking about should Kobe's number 8 and 24 be retired league wide, and the rebuttal was 23 has to be retired first.
Yeah, I don't know about a league wide thing.
If you do it, it's for what he meant to the game, not what he did. I think. You know what I mean? Like it's a respect thing of like Kobe Bryant is one of the greatest to ever do it, and his passing is so tragic. Nobody will ever wear that number again.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to say.
Yeah. I
think the Lakers organization doing it, which they've done.
Which they did. They retired both.
So at this point, I wouldn't see that. I think Mike has his jersey retired in one other stadium. Was that Miami?
I think Pat Riley said he would nobody would ever wear 23 here.
Yeah. So
which mad respect to Pat. And think about that.
Crazy though,
think
right?
about that. It's literally that's the kind of effect. And tying this back with MJ and Kobe, that's the kind of effect that these guys had on the league.
Yeah.
You realize the people who are missing him most were dominated by him.
Yeah.
Destroyed embarrassed by him. They probably putting up videos of them getting dunked on by this man. No cap. Playing for the Lakers right now. You know what I'm saying? Dwight shouldn't have been there. He was too young. He was too young. He shouldn't have been there.
He was in the way.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been there. That's on Dwight.
He was in the way.
You got to get up out of there.
No, I kind of agree with that though. I think that's hard to say.
League wide. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I wouldn't be opposed to it
because if Mike died, they probably would do it. Not saying that not wishing.
Not wishing that, but yeah.
Putting it into perspective, like if someone of that caliber had passed,
yes,
they probably would do it.
Yes, so, Magic Johnson probably. I mean, like players of that caliber. I think when Bill Russell goes, they'll do it.
Oh, most definitely.
I think nobody will wear Bill Russell's number again league-wide. 11 championships. I mean, half of them. What was it? 2 of them. He was like, "All right, look, this the game plan. I'm playing, and y'all follow me."
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like so. I think that I wouldn't.
That's an interesting. You know what? I think that's.
It's tough, right?
I just think.
I think it'd be more for emotion.
I don't think anyone else would have thought of that though. Like who initiated that conversation to kind of say let's retire his jersey league wide, and then to retire both numbers? Nah, I don't know about both numbers though.
Which one would you retire if you had to pick one league wide?
I like 8 better than 24. To be honest with you.
How many championships they get? 3? The 8 get 3?
Yeah.
You can't argue that. I like 24 better, and only reason I tell you why is because I feel like he had to come back for more.
True.
24 was injury prone Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like we were going into a season like, Kobe hurt again.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he still got 2 of them mugs out.
It was 8 for me because
and went to 3.
Yeah, he did.
Went to 3, lost to the Celtics.
Went to 3 straight. No one ever gave him
beat the Celtics.
And then beat Orlando.
So
I remember LeBron talking about they had a bet because they played in the Olympics of meeting in the finals.
Yeah.
And Kobe lived up to it. He didn't.
Yeah. And
he actually says it's like a post-game interview or something like that. And I totally didn't even know that they had that bet. But I do remember wanting that matchup because it was Cleveland and Orlando in the Eastern Conference Finals. And I was like so upset that they didn't, So.
And what was it, game 1 or 2? Bryant hits the game winner. I think it was game 2. That was
one of those.
I just
know in the last games he didn't really.
He didn't show up really. Yeah, he didn't show up really.
And
well, it was 09. It was 09, and you could tell he was done. Like he left the stadium, ripped the jersey off. Like
no, that's when he lost to Boston last time he did that. But when he lost,
no, that was old. They lost to Boston.
Once he
won.
lost to Orlando, he stayed another year, and then they lost to Boston in it.
So Orlando must have been 08.
No, Orlando.
Because Boston went back to back.
Boston did go back.
Boston went back to back. So Orlando must have been 08.
Yeah.
And Boston must have been 09 because he left after that season.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
We'll get it straight.
But it's just, as you were saying, it's
for
so.
For some reason, I feel like that's wrong. I feel like it was. What year was that?
Well, I know. The game winner was probably that year. I know the game winner was versus Orlando. I mean, I know that for a fact because I was sitting in the back room of my grandma's house watching it.
Yeah, so 08-09, Orlando was the Eastern Conference champ. So, right. So the next year, 09 through 10, he lost to Boston.
Yeah.
And I just remember not even watching that series because I knew Lakers were going to win.
Right.
So I remember that. So
it's just
that's interesting though. I forgot. No one gives him the credit that he went to 3 straight after Shaq.
And that team was not.
It was not built the same.
Team was not Pau Gasol. Who we got on that team? I think that is Shannon Brown. I believe that's Shannon Brown.
A lot of people did not put respect on his name when it came to Andrew Bynum. They forget that at one point Kobe was trying to get that man shipped.
Andrew Bynum.
And then all of a sudden he got it together and he credits Kobe for it. Paul Gasol credits Kobe for evolving his career.
Lamar Odom.
There was
some Odom action. Lamar Odom was killing the game at that point.
Underachieved up until that point though. Because remember that he was with the Clippers.
That was after. He didn't want to leave the Lakers. That was after. Because he had went through everything with Kobe and they traded him to the Clippers and he was like, I don't want to leave the Lakers. And then they traded him. Remember, the Clippers were
he
like.
He got drafted by the Clippers, bro.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. The trade was to.
He got traded to Miami, and then from Miami, he
went to Dallas.
He got traded from Miami for Shaq.
Did he?
Yeah, he was part of that deal. That's how he got to the Lakers.
That's crazy.
Lamar Odom.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Or I did know that and I long forgot it. Like I said, man, just tough news today. We're here remembering some of our favorite Kobe moments. I think.
And this is like 5 days off of the anniversary of the 81-point game.
5 days off the anniversary, right after LeBron breaks his record. He's at the game with him. It's tragic, bro. Like this is one that shook not just the NBA.
I like how you handled that too.
He got to be there. Got to be there. Congratulating him because you want people to be better. I feel like that's what speaks to Kobe. Kobe wanted people to be better. Kobe wasn't sitting there mad because Kobe didn't have these loyalties. You know what I'm saying? You think after the game, Larry Bird would have went to the Lakers and been like, "Oh, let me show you how I used to do this. Let me show you how I used to do that." You know what I'm saying? Like Magic's kind of done it, but for the most part, that Lakers Celtics rivalry was like life and death. Like, look, we can hang off the court, but on the court, nah. Magic and Bird got in a scrape on the court. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of them like, yeah, we best friends, but then bink. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on now. But Kobe was so big. He was like, it was after the Celtics lost to LeBron in Cleveland when Jason Tatum dunked on Bron. Nasty play. And then they lost, though. I think they were up 3-2, and they couldn't close it out. And LeBron ended up going to the finals.
Games,
yeah, they end up going to the finals. And Kobe reached out to Tatum like, come work with me. I'll show you what you got. Like, who's doing that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm one of the great. Name another great who's teaching. I think Magic does. But I mean, like,
he got hit with that tampering fine for talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's why he stepped down.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I can't help these guys. I can't be Magic.
Yeah.
So name me another great, all-time great. You're not gonna see Tom Brady training people.
I don't know. Garoppolo's doing a heck of a job right now. that's hey, he's in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
He
but
applied for a reason.
That's I got no option. You got to work with me. We on the same team. You got to work with me. You think if Mitch Trubisky hit up Tom Brady and be like, hey, can you show me some things on footwork? Tom gonna be like, yeah, meet me here.
You know what? I just say this. I think media perception is the one thing that derailed Kobe's image. Because if it wasn't for that, he may have been more celebrated while he was living. I think that was this only thing. And it kind of got hard after that case in 2003 and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to back someone in that situation from a organizational standpoint. But I think if it wasn't for that, a lot of people would agree that he was probably robbed out of a couple of MVPs for it and stuff like that. And his whole perception would have been different.
I think so.
The whole Shaq thing, Shaq was just a more likable person. He was a more marketable person. It's hard to market. And then even when the whole...
You know what it was? Shaq kept winning. That first year after Shaq won. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you.
Everyone knew he was going to win.
I don't disagree with you, but I'm saying Shaq, when the beef went down, it was Shaq won't win another one without Kobe.
And I think everyone gives Kobe the flack for Shaq
breaking that up. And it wasn't.
Even in the sit down they had.
Yeah, Shaq has said it wasn't him.
That, and people still run with that narrative. No. So it's like, I think that's the one thing that, and it's sad to see because you probably hear a lot of people admit that now, but at the time, nah.
Let's see. So they can't hear the right microphone. Speak into it?
Yo.
Definitely can't hear it with that.
Been killing my whole little thing.
No, you've been going. Oh, that's not the right microphone. That's why. Speak into it?
Yo.
Okay. I hear you. Y'all hear me? Let's see. Test. 1 2 1 2.
The right microphone? What perspective?
Right. You know, that's really what it is. That's really what it is. Can y'all hear us now? Is everything coming through well? Hope so. It looks good on our end anyway. Let's see. Hopefully.
Yo.
Oh. Yo. Okay. I can hear it. You speak.
Yo. Yo.
I think you might just be a little quieter. You're a very quiet person. But you good. No, we're good. I hear you. So, yeah, they both on. Yeah. I got them. We're good.
I speak up.
No, I'm picking you up, so you good. But yeah, I think For me, it's like you said, Kobe gets a lot of flack
for things he couldn't control.
For things that he couldn't control. And he gets a lot of the blame for things that he couldn't control. Where, like you said with that trade, Shaq even came out and was like, no, like, who was their owner?
Jerry. I mean, no. Buss. No, Jerry Buss.
Jerry Buss, yeah. He said he called him up and he was like, I can't pay you that. You're too old. You're too big. I can't pay you that. Right. Like, I'm going to have to move on from you. And I think that it's a tough narrative to deal with. But for me, that's why I love 24 Kobe most. Because you came back from so many negative narratives and you still won. He talked about when he ripped the jersey, when he pulling the jersey open after they win. And it's like, what? Somebody asked him, like, what was that? And he was just like, bro, it was just so much that we had to go through to get that W. And it just all came out in one moment. And you can just tell, like, that was who he was. Like, he took so much. I gotta win. I gotta have this. I gotta go get this. You know what I'm saying? So, R.I.P. man. R.I.P. to one of the greatest to ever play the game, in my opinion. Like I said, I believe he's top 10. You say top 5. I say top 10. Top 5. It's just tough. There's so many big men that I think I believe he's number 2 shooting guard all time.
Definitely.
Weirdly, he's 6. Like, that's really what it is. It's like I want to put you in my top 5, but Shaq is one of the most powerful forces we ever seen.
You know, I can respect that.
You know what I'm saying?
I respect Shaq being in someone's top 5 over Kobe just because of him being dominant, him putting Mike out when he first came back.
Yeah.
Like Shaq himself doesn't put himself top 5. I don't think Shaq puts himself.
Shaq don't put himself top 5 centers to ever play the game.
He didn't put himself top. He defers a lot in that.
He defers a lot. Hold up. Until you say he's not. You know what I'm saying? Until you say. Did you see the TNT where they did top 10 centers all time? It was supposed to be top 100 centers all time, and they got to like Jack Sigma and like all these names where it's like it was an April Fool's joke. but Shaq's sitting there like,
no, I didn't see it. Bro, I gotta see this.
Are you? Fam, they did the behind the scenes, and Shaq was just so
going off.
He didn't say a word, but he was just so mad. And Kenny Smith was like, uh-oh, somebody missing. Bro, it's one of the funniest clips I've ever seen on Inside the NBA. But
oh man, I gotta look it up now.
That was
find it.
You know, like, it's like you said. For me, who's my top 5? Like, I have MJ. In my top 5, I do put LeBron, even though I can't stand him.
Just because he's the best at his position?
Because I feel like my top 5 is based on dominance more than anything.
That's interesting.
I feel like even though LeBron didn't win championships as much, which a lot of people base their top 5 on, you knew. For me, when they played Kevin Durant and them, and when he was in Miami, and he took one dribble, Kevin Durant smacked down and put his hand on the ball, and I watched LeBron carry a 7-foot grown man to the basket and dunk it. I was like, there's nobody in this NBA that can stop him. And since then, he's continued to get better, I would say. I think his game has changed, but what he's doing this season, you can't deny a little bit of help from how the new NBA is. You're not going through as much of a grind. You're not going through as much of a beating, I should say, not a grind, a beating. But just continue. He's still putting up 31, 10, and 11. Like, that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So I got him in my top 5. Shaq, of course. I got Bill Russell. And then I do have Wilt. I got Wilt.
It's hard not to put Wilt in somebody.
It's hard not to put Wilt.
But he gets overlooked a lot too. So I mean, it's interesting.
I hate the argument of like, oh, he was playing against the white guys. So like he can't control who he's playing against. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
He played against Bill too.
He dominated Bill too.
Dominated
I felt
Bill.
bad. You know what's crazy? So what's crazy?
Points on Bill. I don't care what nobody. Hey, Bill talks a lot of trash. He talks about how he beat all these people now.
He
Bill
did.
was averaging 45 on
He
him,
did.
Anyway,
and that's the thing. So you gotta.
he never talks about it.
And you gotta think about it. Bill had everybody. Bill had 3 other Hall of Famers on his team.
He had the top. Almost every other person on that Celtics team is a Hall of Fame.
Yeah. It's all 4. The whole starting 5 was Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So the fact that Wilt just dominated his whole career is just like, and not to say Bill wasn't getting him on the other end, but it's like, bruh, like Wilt had 50, you had 35. Like that's
actually how
that's tough.
Look, right?
That's tough. It'd be like Wilt 35 and 27, Bill 27 and 16. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. It's funny. I got Mike, Kobe, Shaq. Mike, Kobe, Shaq. I have Kareem in my top 5.
I didn't think Kareem,
because Kareem is if you look at his career, he is the epitome of dominance on every level.
Yeah.
He's done it collegiate.
Yeah.
He did it in NBA.
Yeah.
I think he did it in high school too. I
believe.
I believe he's.
I don't know if he did because I feel like he said that's my one regret. I never went to high school. I don't remember. I don't want to say that. I don't want to put that out there.
But he definitely ran college.
Yeah.
He definitely ran college. And
Yeah.
He definitely ran the NBA with Magic. So I mean, it's interesting. I think Kobe. I don't put them in a particular order except for Jordan being 1.
That's how I was. That's how I'm giving my list pretty much.
It's just always number 1. Just because.
Well, I guess I'd put LeBron. I say LeBron too.
The reason I don't have LeBron in my top 5 is because for some odd reason he's always had a very strong support. He's had the strongest supporting cast out of almost everyone I've mentioned on that list.
Since when?
All right, look at the numbers.
I mean, I'm saying let's give. Are we saying from Miami on?
From Miami on. So
okay.
Listen, if he
so you're not counting nothing he did. Not to say discounting it, but you're not counting the early Cleveland teams where he didn't get to the finals.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't put that as a knock against him because when Mike first got to the Bulls, he was the best person in the league, but he wasn't winning.
True.
He just wasn't. So, but who was the best person in the league? Mike at that time.
You
knew Michael Jordan was the best person in the league, right? So I don't knock him from not winning. I really don't. But once you actually get to the conversation of greatest of all times and stuff like that, I look at stuff as like who in your position is checking you.
Yeah.
I think Kobe had tougher competition at his position and at the 3 spot because Kobe also played 3. So he was coming in off the bench playing the 3.
Yeah.
Then he slid down to the 2 spot. At his position, he had more people in that slot to contend against.
He went against better 2 guards than Mike did. I fully agree with that. And so, I think toughest 2 guard Mike probably went against was. Muggs always want to say Drexler. Drexler could score, but I don't think he was the toughest.
Average 25.
You got to say GP, no?
GP was a point guard.
Yeah, but he always checked Mike. I'm just saying average guard he went against. I'm just saying toughest guy to guard who was able to guard Mike.
I mean, everyone likes to put John Starks in that conversation or Reggie Miller or something like that.
I don't.
They
weren't defensive players though.
But you see that
Starks kind of was. Starks was a defensive guy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so name the people Kobe had to deal with.
Oh no, I fully agree with you.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
So the game had evolved. The competition was a little at the position was better. I'm not saying to say the game was better. At his position, he had more people to contend with, and he didn't jump as high. I think Gilbert Arenas says it best. He can make the argument for Kobe being the GOAT because he did more with less. He did more with less natural ability. He does not have the same vert Mike has, but he was sitting there doing that same fadeaway. He does not. He does not have the same jumping ability, but you got some iconic posters of Kobe putting some people in the basket. You know, he did not.
Did his vert increase?
Whose?
Kobe's. Did his vert increase while he was in the league?
Because he got drafted as a high school
kid. Because I think that's what a lot of people don't pay attention to too. Because they always say Kobe did more with less. I've heard that a few times, and it's like, yeah, but are you gauging like the first 4 years when he was like 18 and then 19 and then 20?
Ever, right?
No, in the NBA?
Mike has something. Mike has one of the highest verticals.
Maybe hang times.
Oh, he definitely got that.
Mike had.
That was on the string. I don't know
hey, Magic used to talk about that man. Be like,
Hey,
he could have dunked it.
Hey.
The play when he go, he's like, he could have dunked it.
that-
I don't know why he didn't.
You see that old Kyrie commercial where he like jumps for the free throw line? He's like taking a nap in the air.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did it for Kyrie, but anyway, that was a Michael Jordan thing. That was like, yeah. So that's why Kobe's in my top 5. And on top of that, just all the controversy he had been through and stuff like that, and still come out and win. Like, you could have hated him. I hated him.
You're right.
I hated
Max vertical jump, Michael Jordan, 46 inches.
Ain't that crazy? So,
I don't know if this is updated, but this is what Google just popped up for me.
So, for me, I was an AI fan.
Speaking of Kobe, Shannon Brown's number 2, 44.5.
Check that out.
2 inches less, bro. 2 inches less, bro. Y'all don't think of see, I work construction on my day job. Y'all don't think of 2 inches as a lot. You off 2 inches? You off a lot, bro. That is a lot. That's ridiculous.
So, dang, I forgot.
But I would love to see what Kobe's end of career numbers were, or not end of career, prime of career numbers were, vert wise, and because I always hear Kobe did more with less. Kobe did what? Kobe we talking about? Because number 8 Kobe put a lot of people on posters. Let's be honest. As much as we hate to say it here on Windy City Debris from Chicago, make sure y'all like, subscribe. Kobe posterized Mike and Scotty at the same time.
Yeah, I gotta see that clip, son. I don't know what
you ain't never seen that?
I gotta see
where
that
he
clip.
split them and they both go to try and it's a poster, bro. It's not on Mike, but Mike in the picture.
I gotta see that.
Mike and Scotty in the picture, both trying to block it, and Kobe just like, "Come on, kid!" Like, You've never seen this?
I've never seen that.
Really? Oh, I gotta show you this. We'll show it off air. But I gotta give.
Serious?
Yes. Hold on, bro.
That's an iconic moment.
You've never seen it? It's early Kobe. It might be first year with the Lakers Kobe.
Still with the
Still fro Kobe. Kobe dunks. Mike dunks on Michael Jordan. Nah, that's a 10-minute clip. I'm not finna pull up a 10-minute clip. I'll show you after. It's in the game. It's in the game where he outscores both of them, I believe. So, but yeah, man, just a tragic moment, man. We're not gonna drag it out. We're not gonna beat a dead horse. But make sure y'all comment below your favorite Kobe moment. I had that on the last video. We'll put this up on streaming platforms so that everybody can get a listen in. Ringo in the live, what's good, baby?
Oh, Ringo out there.
Yo.
Let's
Let's look at some of the comments before we get up out of here. Much love to my dudes. Thanks for doing the live stream and showing love to the Black Mamba. Got to, bro. Got to. Here's an interesting comment. Mr. Cool Mando. Oh, Cool Armando, my fault. Cool Armando. Some are proposing that in the All-Star game, East wears 8, West wears 24.
I'm with that.
I love that idea.
That's a great idea.
I love that
That's a great
idea.
idea.
Now, can they get the jerseys made?
Why not? They got 3 weeks.
That's true.
It's the freaking
That's
NBA.
true. You're right. It's the NBA.
It's the NBA.
Well, I'm just thinking. I didn't think about how far away it was. I'm thinking because what is Super Bowl? Do they have Super Bowl's next? Oh yeah, you're right. Super Bowl's next Sunday. All-Star games week after that, right? I believe so. I believe that's how it goes.
Isn't it Valentine's Day weekend?
Yeah. Yeah. So they got time. They got time.
Hey, they better make it happen. You better stop playing with me.
I love that idea. I love that idea.
Yo, that makes me want to go to the All-Star game, man.
You got 15 grand? I was going to say.
The tickets
Because I was talking big junk. Like, I'm going. It's here. It's never going to be here again. I got to go.
Early in the year, you could have got one of them packages for about $3 grand. I looked at it. I was like, I can make that happen, right? I can make that happen.
You waited too long?
I went back like a month later when I thought I could make it happen.
Yeah.
And I saw the price on what was available now. I was like, I can't make that.
It was $9 grand at that point?
That thing was like, no, it was like...
Yeah.
It was up there.
Yeah. I felt that same way.
All the lower packages went first.
Of course.
That's where I was in. I was like, yeah, nah. I was gonna be in the nosebleeds.
That's a moment in the building. I'm in the building, bro. I'm in the building.
Man, that's tight.
Now here's a different one. I didn't think about this when I said, what superstars do you know? Mark Lowry, shout out to you. Hakeem trains bigs. I didn't think about Hakeem. Hakeem definitely. He trains a lot of big men with their footwork and stuff because his footwork was icy.
Yeah.
So
Hakeem trained Kobe.
Hakeem trained Kobe on footwork. Yeah. You're right. This mother said Ozzie Guillen teaching kids to play baseball. A little different, bro. Like, I love Ozzie, bro. I love Ozzie. Damien Estrada be in here every live. I give him credit. Love you, bro. Glad to see you here. Ozzie a different player, bro. Ozzie was great for the White Sox. Like he ain't a top 5 player all time. Like
I think at one point we have to have a sports conversation that talks about the best in each sport historically.
Baseball is Mike Trout. It's happening right now. Tune in.
Okay.
I mean, if you like baseball, it's Mike Trout. He's the best player to ever do it. Like, he's 26, and he's just like on pace to shatter every record that baseball's ever had hitting wise, except maybe Pete Rose, because Pete Rose is the hit king. But other than that,
he gets so disrespected too.
Huh?
He gets so disrespected too.
A lot of cheating, but
how does no? What?
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
Still cheating.
No. After the latest scandal, you gonna still say that?
Cheating is the wrong word. Cheating is the wrong word. You're right. It's against the rules.
He wasn't throwing games.
No, hold on. I'm on your side. I think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame.
How about this? And I probably shouldn't just say this, but I bet you good money Mike betted on games.
You dang Skippy. Listen, hold on. Let's speak to the resident.
$500,000 on this. And then I'm going to get 40.
Let's speak to our resident conspiracy theorist, me. I think that's why he didn't play in 94 and 95.
That or PED use.
Nah. They couldn't blemish his name. Mike was God in basketball shorts.
He's also good friends with Lance Armstrong. Who at that time was cheating.
Cheating like a mug. Let's see. Dame gave his top 5. This is an interesting one. I don't know if I can follow this. Michael, Kobe, AI, Shaq, Magic.
AI over Shaq? You know what?
You want to talk about somebody who did more with less, though.
Pound for pound, he is the greatest player. Someone took the painstakingly long thing.
Yeah.
Did you see that video?
Numbers, yeah. He did it like based off of the pounds, yeah.
I was like, yo, I don't know when you have the time to do that. But
it's like boy that figured out what day Ice Cube was singing about and today was a good day.
Hey, we have technology, baby.
Bro, I'm telling you.
It's Ice Cube day from now on.
I'm telling you.
AI being up there as far as cultural impact, I would say that.
Yeah.
Your face says differently. What's wrong?
Oh no, I was laughing at
the good day.
yeah.
Today was a good day.
Well,
It's January 20th.
Even what you just said, like that somebody just went through the details to find.
Yo, that post was deep. Whoever did that, are we shouting out these people who did that stuff?
Oh boy, that posted it isn't the one that did it. That's what it says at the top.
Yeah.
I would have shouted him out if he had a bit, but he isn't the one. He said, I didn't figure this out. Somebody's much smarter than me did.
Yeah.
But here's what day. Today was a good day.
It was Jimmy High Roller. Go ahead, shout him. He has a nice following though.
Okay, shout out to him. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. Jimmy High Roller figured that whole thing out with his charts and stuff. So
it's a good one.
Dame
coming with some good questions. Do y'all think the Hornets will do something special in memory of Kobe since he was drafted to the Hornets?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I think they'll do something like the rest of the organizations, but I don't.
No jersey retirement. 8 at least. I can't remember a Kobe Hornets highlight. So
he got drafted and traded.
I know.
so,
well, he played for him.
No, he did not.
Did he make? He had to be on the preseason.
No.
Hold on. Did he not play a game for them?
No.
Did he not play a game for them?
About? He did not start a game for the Hornets.
No, I know he didn't start. He was on the bench, but I thought I remember seeing him on the bench.
No.
I thought I seen a clip with him on the bench that he just was sitting on the bench. Let's see. Kobe Bryant stats. Are they all LA?
All LA.
All LA? Okay, I'm wrong.
I'm
wrong. Maybe it was preseason.
Because he got drafted and then they traded him for Vlade Divac.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's just him in the hat. That's what I remember seeing. Yeah, so it's just him in the hat.
If they're gonna just post that picture there and then talk about the greatest mistakes it's made in their organization. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. That's like the same. That's like why didn't Portland retire?
Hold up. Could you imagine though if they keep him right? Charlotte would have been able to claim 2 of the greatest players to ever play basketball. Because Michael is from Charlotte, and they drafted Kobe. They'd have literally been like, we finally got our Mike. We was going to get Mike. We didn't get him. Now we got him. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think about that.
That would have been reckless, bro. That would have been reckless. Well, he owned him because Charlotte, they're not they're the Hornets again, right?
Yeah.
Because the Pelicans are still a team. It was.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So yeah. Because it was the New Orleans Hornets for a little minute, who Chris Paul played for.
Yeah, that's so weird.
It was because Charlotte moved to New Orleans. It was the New Orleans Hornets for a minute. Then they became the Pelicans, and Mike was like, "Well, can I name my team the Hornets again?" Well, they were the Bobcats. They never. Yeah. Well, did they lose their team? I don't know if they lost their team, or if maybe they did.
That's interesting.
Was there a 29-team league? Oh no, you know what it was when. No, because Seattle moved to OKC. No, I don't know. We'll have to do some research on that. Was there a 29-team league?
No, I don't think so.
I don't either. But I know the Bobcats came around when I was alive.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
You were definitely alive with the Bobcats.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, was there a point where there wasn't a team in Charlotte is what I'm saying. Because I know the Hornets became the New Orleans Hornets. I remember that.
Yeah, because I was mad. It was stupid.
It was stupid. I was like, I get y'all moving, but change the name of the team. Like, don't keep the Hornets.
The original Hornets franchise was established in 1988 as an expansion team.
Right.
In 2002, they were relocated to New Orleans and became the New Orleans Hornets.
Right.
In 2004, the NBA established the Charlotte Bobcats, which was regarded as a new expansion team at the time.
So there was a year where there wasn't 30 teams. Or 2 years, right? It would have been 2 years. You said 2002 they moved, right?
2002 they moved.
So it was 2 years where there wasn't two Charlotte teams.
The name became available again when New Orleans team owner changed the team's name from the Hornets to the Pelicans.
Which was so smart.
So then Charlotte became the Hornets again.
Which was so smart. It was just like, bro, like, please, like, come on,
So
dog.
the Hornets went back to the Hornets in 2014.
Respect, mad respect. I don't think the Hornets do anything for Kobe. I don't.
No.
I think they'll do the same thing.
I think Philly does because he's from Philly.
Philly definitely will.
I think
Philly
will.
definitely will.
I think AI will push for it because AI is a huge Kobe Bryant fan.
Yeah. Philly definitely will.
Shout out to Chuck for that one. He even wore the shirt. The shirt he wore at his retirement game was the championship that he won, beating them.
That's deep.
Yeah, no,
that's deep.
Someone's pointed that out, but I was like, oh, it is. Like that was crazy. Like, yeah. So, I mean, he has a huge respect for him. So I think he'd push for that. I think Jordan is going to push for. I think Jordan might push for it then.
Oh, Jordan owns Charlotte. Oh my God!
So maybe that's what he was talking about because I think Jordan will do it.
Yeah.
Jordan definitely is gonna do it. If Jordan doesn't do it, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be upset.
They just gonna crop all the old Kobe Bryant Laker highlights and put them in a Charlotte jersey.
I think Jordan will push to have his jersey retired in Charlotte.
I think Mike would.
I think Mike would.
I think Michael push.
I think Jordan would do
I
that.
think Michael push hardest to have his jersey retired throughout the league.
That's interesting.
I think Michael.
I totally forgot that Jordan was in that.
I don't know why. And what's weird is the whole premise of my story was yada. New Orleans moved, and then Jordan bought them.
But then,
and then it never clicked with me that they would. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm fully with you.
He does that. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
I don't know. How do you? That's so tough. I feel like for every other.
I think Toronto does it.
Why Toronto?
Because he dropped 81 on him.
It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful.
Hey, somebody comes in your building and puts up the second highest score total in history.
You know what's funny?
You better retire his jersey.
You know what's funny? So I was just about to ask you, how do teams show respect to Kobe by just showing highlights of like him dropping off they player? Like, bro, just highlights of like Kobe dropping off Kirk Heinrich, like, dunking over Luol Deng. Dang. Like,
oh, man. I think the Spurs would do it. Now that I'm really thinking about it,
I think a lot of teams would do it.
A lot of teams would do it because
I think a lot of teams
history
would do
that Kobe's Lakers have with the Spurs is deep.
I think a lot of teams would do it because of who's in place. So I think that, of course, the Lakers are going to do it. The Clippers would do something because I think their owner, Steve Ballmer, I think that's his name, is just a basketball fan. And they play in the same building.
Mark Cuban would do it.
Mark Cuban's definitely going to do it. Mark Cuban is.
No, I didn't think. Hey, that's actually interesting.
Mark Cuban is one of the ones that'll openly be like, I didn't like Kobe, but I loved Kobe.
When you put it in that context and that perspective, it's like
Pop is definitely gonna push for it. Pop is gonna push for it.
Dunk still works for the organization.
Dunk is. I don't know Dunk's real personality. Like nobody does.
He had a lot of.
I know he had love and respect for him, but you know, like I don't know if Dunk is gonna be like, hey, we need to do this. Like this is one of the greatest to ever do it. I'm trying to think of other teams that would do it. I think the Bulls would. I think the Bulls would. Because, well, shoot, Pax had to play against them.
Golden State gonna do it.
Why Golden State?
Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr's gonna push for that.
Was Kerr with Kobe?
No, but Kerr was with Mike, and that respect runs deep. I've heard Steve Kerr have such a high regard for that because I think Kerr was with Phoenix when they were putting Kobe.
Kerr was with Phoenix,
and he always spoke high of Kobe.
Yeah, that's because Kobe was always dropping off. Yeah, I think Steve Kerr had a great career, and most of his career was getting dropped off by some of the greatest to ever do it.
Or carried.
I wouldn't even say carried because Kerr knew what he would do. He just held his own. He was like, hey, look, I'm going to stand out here. I'm going to shoot these threes. If they ain't going in, pull me right out the game, coach. I'm not here to lock nobody down.
Now that I really put some thought into who the legends that are still part of the game and management and stuff like that.
It make a difference.
It does make a difference. I think Larry Bird pushes for the Pacers to do it. I think Danny Ainge does it for the Celtics just because of the Lakers in Boston rivalry.
Is Larry?
I think he's president of.
Yes. I know that, but I'm saying, is he to go Celtics to do it? That's my only question. Because I think that Celtics Lakers rivalry mean a little something different to Larry. Not even on no like I'm disrespecting the dead.
Right now, he's getting a jersey in Boston.
Absolutely.
So right now, because
in Boston,
he's getting a jersey in Boston.
I think Larry would put a jersey up for him. I don't know about in Boston.
Listen, right now
you put up so many of your finals numbers on us.
I'm just saying, like just the respect that they have for
the NBA's respect is so different than any other league.
Then I think they probably will retire Kobe's jersey. Now that we've
league-wide?
I think they really would.
Maybe.
Think about all the moments that he has at Sacramento.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. Sacramento's a tough one. Nope. I got the connection. They
called him Queens.
Vlade played with him.
They called him Queens though.
Yeah, but Vlade played with him.
Vlade played against him.
Vlade played on the Lakers too with him, didn't he?
No, he got traded for Kobe.
Vlade got traded for Kobe to the Hornets. You right? Never mind. Hold on though. Nope. Kings ain't gonna do it. I'll tell you why. Kings ain't gonna do it. Not only because of that.
They feel like I got cheated.
Vlade beef run deep. Yeah. Vlade didn't draft Luka because he got beef with Luka daddy over back home in the home country. Luka Doncic.
That's so true.
Legit, bro.
That's so true.
Vlade ain't doing it.
That's so trash.
Vlade ain't doing it.
That is so trash.
I'm telling you.
Really?
Yeah, that's what
your daddy so much I ain't gonna give you.
That's what the reports are. They saying I don't know. Now let me put this out here.
Sick.
I don't know that is fact, but I've heard
sick.
that from multiple NBA people that have said that's why Vlade didn't draft Luka.
This whole time I forgot that this was the camera recording.
It's okay. It's all good.
That's the whole time I did.
This is gonna be up in podcast form too, so it's all good.
Hey,
they just hear you speaking.
It's good.
Don't
laugh at me. I don't know why. I was like, which camera am I looking at?
Yeah, it's
don't
all
look
good.
At the camera. All right, great.
It's all good. I'm trying to think of any other teams that would do it.
At this point, I'm hard pressed to find a team that won't do it. Now.
I'm not even gonna stunt with you. I'm with you.
Cause they put New Jersey out one year.
They put what?
They put New Jersey out. The Lakers put New Jersey.
Oh, to put New Jersey. I don't think that's the thing though. I don't think it's you beat us, so we're gonna show you love. I think it's more like there's so many people that Kobe touched in every organization.
Yeah, but respect and relationships are forged through fire. Like,
yeah.
The only way you can really do that is to compete. And when you compete, like they competed at the highest level.
Wait, he didn't put New Jersey.
New Jersey made it to the finals and got put out by Shaq and Kobe. I remember. I didn't watch it.
New Jersey. J Kidd, right?
Yeah, with Kerry Kittles.
With Kerry Kittles, you absolutely right.
We talk about his basketball all day long.
Yeah, I'm with it.
We talk about basketball all day.
You right. It's tough to think of a team that wouldn't. See, I don't think the 81 point thing would do it for Toronto.
Oh, they.
But I think Masai Ujiri. I think there's just. I think there's so many GMs and owners who are honestly they're not in it for the. Of course they're in it for the money, but they're fans of basketball, and Kobe is such a big part of basketball that they would show that love to Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, I didn't know that the Nets made it twice.
To the finals?
2002 and 2003. They played the Lakers in 2002, got whooped. They played the Spurs in 2003, got whooped.
That's tough.
That is tough. But it also goes to show you how weak the Eastern Conference was. But
yeah. And think about it, the Bulls were the 8th seed back then. Oh, no, we weren't. We weren't even the 8th seed back then. No, that was...
Oh, wait, listen. I know this is in the spirit of just keeping it truly basketball, which is something I think Kobe would respect.
Yeah.
How do you feel about them trying to ship out Kyle Kuzma for Zach LaVine?
Still a Lakers tie. I respect it.
That's
on the Lakers side, it makes full sense.
On the Lakers side, it makes no sense.
And on the Lakers side, it makes sense because
it's the same player.
Yes, but Zach's doing it right now.
Yeah, because he has the green light to do it. Kuzma's averaging 19 in the last couple of games, and he has no green light.
Yes, I don't disagree with you. I think the effect on the Bulls would be the same. I think the effect on the Lakers would change because it would be an option that LeBron could be like, I've seen you do this. I've seen you put these numbers up. Here's the ball. Go to work. I don't think he does that with Kuz.
I don't think he does it with Kuz either.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think with Zach, he'd be like, I've seen you do this night in and night out. I know you got it.
I low-key have a feeling that, like, I have this internal joke where legends go to die with LeBron. like,
I don't think you're
Zach
wrong.
Zach LaVine is not going to be the man there.
I don't think you're wrong.
And he will never be the man
no.
there.
I don't think Zach would stay there.
Just like Kyrie Irving got snubbed from the Finals MVP. That's another thing.
I don't think Zach would stay there, though. I think Zach would be like,
I don't think he would have a choice.
I'll tell you why he would have a choice. Because it's mad West Coast teams he can go to. And adding Zach LaVine to a team like Phoenix.
It's just tough to even look up stats and stuff for
NBA without seeing Kobe. I know.
Because even now, you look up Kobe's thing, and like even on Basketball Reference, which a lot of people go to. Gotcha. Even on Basketball Reference, it's the update is Lakers legend was killed in a helicopter crash, like right underneath his accomplishments. So it's like, that's tough.
41 years old for Kobe Bryant. We've been going for about an hour and a half.
Have we really?
We could talk all night about this, honestly.
Tough.
It's just tough. It really is. It really is. Let us know how y'all feel in the comments below once we post this. It will be on iTunes. It will be on Spotify. If you guys enjoy listening to podcasts, Windy City of the Breeze is a podcast as well, so check that out on there. Where they can find you at, P?
P Kid, the Poet, Instagram. Hopefully I'll be doing more of these with you.
Yeah, we'll get you in here for sure. We got a nice little setup here, so Ringo will be here to argue most of your points.
I would love to argue with Ringo.
I've
heard some stuff come out of Ringo's mouth that I'm like, I can't believe he said that.
Ringo be out here like Nick Wright some days.
I know you in the comments. Me and you got some stuff to discuss.
We definitely
I got
do.
some stuff to unload. I got to get this off my chest. We gonna have a problem.
Yeah. I ain't even mad at you.
But no, shout out to Pat, Windy City of the Breeze, all that.
I'm glad you're here, bro. I'm glad you got a chance to come through. Got you on 2 podcasts
in the same day.
Working hard out here, bro. Like I said, we appreciate all the love. We appreciate all the support. I really don't care if you like and subscribe on this one. This is honestly, sports-wise, this is probably the saddest sports moment that's affected me I wasn't alive for Benji. I wasn't like hit Benji's story. Benji's story, no cap. Benji's story. When I watched it, I cried. Yeah. I don't cry. Like, ask my wife, ask anybody. I am probably a sociopath. When I watched Benji's story, I cried. And
you just openly call yourself a sociopath?
I'm more than likely. Probably a murderer. No, I'm just playing. But we got to get some camera controls on this one so you can zoom in right there. You know what I mean? But no, I think this is probably, and it's probably because it's just so fresh, I can't even think of another moment.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
But
to be honest,
I don't know.
When's the last time you heard of a legend past this young?
This young. That's what it is. That's what it is.
He never gave his retirement.
That's what it
Hall of Fame
is.
Speech. He wasn't even inducted to the Hall of Fame yet.
Oh my God. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for his Hall of Fame speech.
Oh my God. He's not even in the hall yet because it's 5 years.
Yep.
Wow. That just brought me all the way back down, bro. I feel like we built so much. Oh my God. R.I.P. to the.
I would love to see who votes against that.
No one. Kobe's 100%.
They bet now.
Kobe's going 100%.
Whoever does is gonna get dragged.
Kobe is going 100%.
God.
And you know what? I feel like let's talk about this real quick before we get up out of here. You got to start putting out the names of these dudes.
Facts.
Who's the dude that voted against Derek Jeter?
Wait. Some beefs run deep.
Bro, he got to be a Boston writer.
Hey, listen.
He got to be a Boston writer.
Hey, listen, Derek Jeter had a past.
No, but you know what it is? You know what it is?
What is it?
It's always, they feel like, okay, for baseball anyway. I don't know about basketball. Baseball is he's going to get in. There's two things. One is he's going to get in. Let me use my vote to help somebody who might not get in stay on the ballot. So like, if you don't get, because if you don't get votes after a certain amount of time, I really don't know how the NBA Hall of Fame works. I just know greats go in.
I don't. Yeah.
If you don't get a certain amount of votes after, so like Paul Konerko from the Chicago White Sox was on the ballot this year. He got 2% of the votes, so his name's off the ballot. He wasn't a Hall of Famer. Like, he just wasn't. He's a great player for the White Sox. We love him. We put a statue up for him. That's what he's going to get. He was a really good player. But his name doesn't stay on the ballot.
Statue, but not inducted into
the White Sox put up statues for everybody. But it's not. But you know what it is? I bet you Joakim Noah gets a statue.
For where?
For Chicago.
Stop it.
You know why?
Jeff Rose will.
No, you know why?
Why?
Because, and well, okay.
Derrick Rose
hold on. Depends on how long Jerry lives. But Jerry Reinsdorf is unbelievably loyal. And Joakim Noah loves him, and he loved Joakim so much that he was like, we know your knees don't work, but we going to give you this extra money anyway because I don't want you to leave my team.
Whoa. Let's be fair. Joakim was like obviously not the same caliber, but he was like the Westbrook of the team. He was
fire. He was Draymond.
Yeah,
he was Draymond.
So he was that. He wasn't.
I'm not saying he was a great. I'm just saying that the Bulls loved him so much.
You can't control who gets a statue.
Right. I'm not saying it's going to be in front with Mike. Because if you go to the it is.
Yeah.
If you go to the UC, there's a lot of statues in there of players that just played there.
Yeah.
It's not all greats. You know what I'm saying? Well, it is. It's greats for the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Like Kirk Heinrich might get one. You know what I mean? Like he's Captain Kirk. And it's nothing against him. He's one of the best passers to be in the NBA. But just stat wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the Bulls loved him. How many times they bring him back?
Enough.
At least 3. At least 3. And he went to the playoffs every time he come back. So respect to him. But he did. Shout out Captain Kirk. He did.
I don't know what else to say about that.
But yeah, I think this one. Oh, I was saying, so I would love to see them put out who is voting against these people.
Yet.
Bro, he hasn't gotten anything yet.
Yo, he hasn't gotten his statue.
He hasn't gotten
Shaq has his statue.
anything yet. He I think because Shaq's in the hall already.
Yeah, well, Shaq retired first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think Kobe would have gotten it right after he went in the hall.
I'm just saying, like, now it's like...
He got to see none of it. He didn't get to see none of it. It's tough, bro. It's tough. I hate it.
I wonder
I
what the
hate it.
statue would look like.
Fro. Gotta go Fro.
Nah.
Or you do, hold up, I got the Kobe statue right here.
Oh, no,
You
the
do that.
81 game after he dunked, he
Nah,
was like this.
you do the half and half.
What?
You do young Kobe, old Kobe. Because he was so great. Kobe's career is literally the story of two careers.
The stats are almost similar too.
True, but he got to literally have two careers. And he used to say that. He would say, I got to be the young dude that was dunking on everybody, and I'm getting the hype like Vince Sanity and all that, and I'm putting up these numbers and winning championship. And then I was the old guy who was still winning championships because there was that gap. What was it? 3 years?
Where he didn't make the finals.
Just where because what did he win? He won 02.
They won 02, then they went to the finals.
03.
They went to the Western Conference Finals in 03 and lost.
Right, and then they won 2.
And then
they won back to back.
Then he didn't make the finals that year.
Right.
He didn't make the playoffs at all. Then
right.
Because Shaq left. Then they first round exit. Then it was finals again.
No. I'm saying because Phil got 3 three-peats and a repeat.
Oh yeah.
So he won 2 in a row. That's crazy. Ain't it? It's crazy. 3 three-peats.
3 three-peats and a repeat.
Phil owns the three-peat.
Yeah.
Or maybe.
No, he does.
I think Phil owns three-peat. Like he owns the tag for it or the trademark for it.
Unless you want to say
either him or Pat Riley.
Pat Riley doesn't own the three-peat.
The trademark, I'm saying though.
Oh, the trademark.
The trademark, I'm saying. I think one of them own the 3. They own actually if you use that, you got to pay them money. Which don't come after us. But if you use that on clothing and all, yeah. You can't like I don't know if LeBron, if they had won 3 in a row, I don't think he would have been able to call it a three-peat. Because I think Phil owns it, or you got to pay him.
Interesting.
I think Phil. I'm not sure if that's right. I got to fact check that, but I'm not sure. But I say that to say, Kobe literally he won 2 championships. And then didn't win them for a little while. Then he won another one. Now he got 3. And then they lost. Kobe got older. Kobe started getting injured. Kobe was starting to get out of his prime. And then they won 3 more. Or 2 more. You know what I mean?
Riley quietly filed a trademark application.
It's Pat Riley.
Three-peat,
yeah.
A phrase that had yet to enter the American sports lexicon. But the Lakers failed to earn the distinction.
Yep. I knew it was a Lakers coach. I couldn't remember if it was Pat Riley or not.
He owns 4 trademarks to the varying versions of the phrase.
Yep. That's why I don't know a lot of.
I thought I was a walking encyclopedia.
I don't think. Listen, let me introduce you to my father. I don't think on any of the official Bulls gear that they put out, they put three-peat on it.
I would beg to differ. I remember owning a shirt that said three-peat.
Was it from the Bulls though? I'm saying, or was it just a shirt that somebody created and put out? I don't know if any of the official Bulls gear has three-peat on it. So I would love to know the answer on that. I'm just throwing it out there.
That is crazy. You might be right about
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it's just the picture of Michael holding up 3.
Yeah.
3 championship, yeah. You don't see 3.
No, it says three-peat, but I can't say that it's from.
It's from the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them are just like, we created this hat.
Yo, that is crazy.
Yeah. So,
shout out to Pat for the
useless information from Pat the Designer. I feel like we kept this pretty lighthearted. I feel like we had our moments where it was hard, but this is a hard conversation to talk about. But I don't want it to be. I don't want anybody coming out on negative. We know Kobe had his dirt. We talked about it while Kobe was alive. We know Kobe had his flaws. I ain't here for that. I'm here for speaking on this man's successes. We need to speak on people's successes while they're alive and speak on their successes more after they're gone.
Taking that Mamba mentality. Man won an Oscar.
Man won an Oscar.
Who does that?
And
who does that? And he
was a best-selling author.
Was he really?
Yeah, he wrote a children's book.
Oh, yeah. And then Detail was up for an award, wasn't it?
Yep. Oh, my God, bro. It was a whole... I used to watch...
Detail was crazy.
Bro. We gonna get up out of here.
Detail was so crazy that now there's other people from other... He has other people from other sports doing it. Breaking it down and stuff like that.
We got to get up out of here before we get down again. Y'all let us know in the comments your favorite Kobe moment, your favorite Kobe.
By the way, we didn't do this on purpose.
The pink shirt thing, no.
No, I honestly thought I was just being fly, and he just came out here out of nowhere with it. And
no cap. So I was not gonna wear this shirt, right?
Man,
I wasn't gonna wear this shirt. I didn't get a chance to change it because the Kobe news came across my phone, and I was sitting in front of the TV for 10 minutes, which is why I sat around here fiddling with this stuff before y'all got here. Because I was like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, man.
We are going to get up out of here. We appreciate all the love and support. Make sure y'all go follow P Kid on all his socials. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's your boy, Pat the Designer. Back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Please stay safe out there, man.
Back
Peace.
at it again with the white vans.
I might say that every time.
All right.